at the very bottom of the inconscience, most hard and rigid and narrow and stifling, I struck upon an almighty spring that cast me up forthwith into a formless, limitless vast, vibrating with the seeds of a new world. This wonderful world of delight waiting at our gates for our call to come down upon earth.
Mother, I had always the impression that your voice is exceptional. It is extraordinary. We have never heard a similar voice. It carries us up, shakes the whole being, and gives an impetus to our aspiration. It inspires us to be sincere and conscious. It is marvelous, Mother. It kindles the psychic flame. It is sweet and at the same time powerful. You are right, my child. It is exactly that. You know, now my voice does not carry far and does not resound as powerfully as before because I have difficulty in retaining the breath. Still, if you heard my voice, it is exceptional. I cannot speak very loudly, but still it carries far. It is unique because it vibrates with the power to manifest. My voice is not ordinary. This voice, clear, pure, tranquil, is filled with love and light, and above all, an infinite compassion which extends towards all those who hear it. This voice is so convincing that it evokes an ardent aspiration in all the hearts. It has a supreme healing power, and its vibrations remove the difficulties and the obstacles vanish as by an enchantment. People feel relieved of a great burden. My voice tears the veil of ignorance and imperceptibly penetrates the heart to awaken the consciousness. This voice liberates the head of all mental influences and the anxieties which weigh upon us and torment us, and liberates in us the ardent power and the individual faculties lying dormant in inertia. It shakes up the physical tamas, drives away fear from our inconscience, removes the barriers that oppose us, strengthens the base, and gives the energy for launching ourselves towards the goal. My voice awakes the calm certitude in all hearts. This voice is consciousness itself. It awakens the consciousness in the inconscience. My voice comes from the Supreme, and He expresses Himself through me. This voice, which has expressed only the Lord's will, which has pronounced nothing but the supreme truth, is charged with an extraordinary force to manifest the divine powers. It vibrates and gives an impetus to our aspiration, an assurance to all our conviction, and above all, dispels the clouds of ill will. This voice, tender, clear, pure, powerful, vigorous and energetic, gives an amplitude and a calm lucidity which directs and transmits the powers of the divine will. It is like a gentle peace, a vivifying breath, a love that consoles the aggrieved hearts. The vibration that my voice transmits awakens in the heart the aspiration for the divine. It creates a resonance which sounds and resounds like a note of music, which penetrates and repeats itself and awakens the cells to this vibration, to open the consciousness to the light in the beatitude of the divine communion. This voice comes from the infinite and merges into the infinite. You know, each element of the universe has its own voice. For some, it is audible. For others, it is silent. But still, each element expresses its own aspiration. And those who are open in these planes can hear it. This voice, which is so familiar to you, which is at the same time clear and very simple, but extraordinarily convincing. It gives an assurance, a will for launching towards the unknown. In the hearts of the cowards, my voice instills an invincible courage. In ardent aspirants, it awakens a sentiment of goodwill and mercy. In the thirsting souls, it kindles the flame of aspiration or the purifying flame. There is in this voice an authority that commands. It is at the same time sweet and comforting. Even for the ordinary people, my voice sends a thrill. It awakens a hope, a love, and a feeling that all is not lost. For others, it brings out the splendors that lie hidden within. And for yet others, the key to solve the mysteries of the world. It is a voice which is calm, serene, and peaceful, but sovereignly strong and luminous. It expresses itself with a clarity and a precision, expressing the profound sentiments that are hidden behind the words. It widens and opens the horizons in a universal comprehension. This voice penetrates, floods, overflows, animates, regenerates, and transfigures everything with a sweetness, a radiance, a force and a power that triumphs with a peaceful and a smiling benevolence. My voice is enveloped with an atmosphere which awakes in us an intense aspiration, which strengthens the will to strive till the goal, and the sentiment of devotion and divine love. It penetrates into the hearts and awakens the central being, removes the screen which covers the psychic flame to lead the consciousness towards the Lord of our existence. My voice has an extraordinary power. It spreads a harmony, a peace, a light, and an amplitude that resounds and shines brightly in each cell with a joy that exults to know Him. It gives an amplitude and travels in waves which ring through the atmosphere in the occult worlds. This voice can be heard in the spheres that constitute the universe, and even more in the immutable silence of eternity. Beyond all manifestation, in the immobile beatitude of His power and His resplendent light, my voice recovers the divine presence which creates the Word, which is the expression of His plenitude and His illumination. I can describe it indefinitely, and as long as one has not attained a certain level of consciousness, one can understand nothing of what my voice is, the depth and the value of what it contains.
But all turn with joy and longing to Mahalakshmi, for she throws the spell of the intoxicating sweetness of the divine. To be close to her is a profound happiness, and to feel her within the heart is to make existence a rapture and a marvel. Grace and charm and tenderness flow out from her like light from the sun, and wherever she fixes her wonderful gaze, or lets fall the loveliness of her smile, the soul is seized and made captive and plunged into the depths of an unfathomable bliss. Magnetic is the touch of her hands, and their occult and delicate influence refines mind and life and body, and where she presses her feet course, miraculous streams of an entrancing Ananda. j'ai dit quelque part ou j'ai écrit quelque part que quelle que soit la foi et la confiance que l'on a en la grâce divine, quelle que soit la capacité que l'on a de la voir à l'œuvre dans toutes les circonstances, à tout moment, sur tous les points de la vie. Jamais on pourra arriver à comprendre l'immensité merveilleuse de son action. Et la précision, l'exactitude avec laquelle cette action se produit. Jamais on ne pourra saisir à quel point la grâce fait tout et derrière tout organise tout, conduit tout. Pour que la marche en avant vers la réalisation divine soit aussi prompte, aussi complète, aussi totale et aussi harmonieuse qu'elle peut l'être, étant donné les circonstances du monde. Dès qu'on est en rapport avec elle, il n'y a pas une seconde dans le temps, pas un point dans l'espace qui ne vous montre d'une façon éclatante ce travail perpétuel de la grâce, cette intervention constante de la grâce. Et une fois qu'on a vu ça, alors on sent que jamais on n'est à la hauteur de cela. Parce que il ne faudrait jamais l'oublier. Il ne faudrait jamais avoir des peurs, des angoisses, des regrets, des reculs, même des souffrances. Si on était en union avec cette grâce, si on la voyait partout, on commencerait à vivre une vie d'exultation, de toute puissance, d'un bonheur infini. Et ce serait la meilleure collaboration possible à l'œuvre divine.